I was asked by our dean, who was unfortunately not able to make it here, to make some closing comments on his behalf. So Rick Vanderlee sends his regrets that he couldn't come here to celebrate with the wonderful graduates here today. So in terms of my comments, I have some, so I'll get it. I'm not used to speaking in front of such a large group. Our classes are much smaller than this normally, so forgive me. Dear guests, friends, family, other loved ones, faculty, and most importantly, the graduates of 2012, the Bachelor of Commerce College Partnership Program at Nipissing University. We all know and recognize that this is a special day for our graduates. It is also a wonderful day of celebration for your friends and other loved ones who are here to support you. Graduation Day is a fairly traditional celebration. It's also an important ritual to mark the change in life that you're going through. In my own background as a consumer behavior researcher, I understand the importance of rituals and how it influences our behavior. For example, every day we initiate the dawn, or maybe some a little later than the dawn, with a cup of coffee. You know, you may hit the shower, maybe you feed your dog and your cat, and, or your kids. I guess if you have kids, it's important to feed them too. And so forth. So everyone has their own starting of the day, but we can see some common threads among those various rituals. Rituals also occur for significant markers in time. Okay? For instance, New Year's celebration, where it's traditionally celebrated in Britain by opening up the back door at midnight and welcoming in, so signifying, you know, the exit of the last year, going out the back door, and having a dark-haired man walk through the front door carrying salt, representing money, coal representing heat, bread representing food, and the dark-haired man himself is expected to bring good fortune to the household in the coming year. In Burma or Myanmar, the celebration normally involves throwing water on each other, and during the multi-day festival, to cleanse their bad doings of the past year and hopefully starting anew. Therefore, rituals can vary across cultures or ethnic communities, but as a marker, rituals remain very important to us. So rest assured, today's ritual of graduation will not be marked by throwing water on you, although I'm sure some of the professors and facilitators may have been tempted. Nor will it involve the slaughtering of a goat, or at least not in the auditorium, or the presentation of salt and coal. It just wouldn't be appropriate. But the degree we present to you today is significant. It's more than just a piece of paper, right? It represents the hard work and sacrifice on your own part and the part of your loved ones who have supported you in that journey. So this ceremony marks the stage of your next part of your life. For those of us who have had a university education, we can likely all point to one day in our lives where we made that decision to attend university, and it was likely influenced by many different factors. For some, the decision may have been motivated by a dream of starting one's own company, perhaps assuming a family business, perhaps landing that plum corporate job, or by improving the economic and social conditions of the communities in which we live. The decision may have been influenced by no one other than yourself, or the very people who have accompanied you here today. They may have had a very important role on your decision, or influence, sorry. It is important to remember those who have contributed to you being here today as part of this celebration. Beyond potentially encouraging you to achieve the goal of a university business degree, several individuals likely provided support from time to time and made their own sacrifices for the successes celebrated here today. So it is on this day that you fulfilled your goal of gaining a university degree. No doubt you have toiled long hours on a project report, worked through difficult math or statistics problems, negotiated complex technical and social work group issues from time to time. I read textbook chapter after textbook chapter after textbook chapter, memorized key concepts, and at times struggled to apply those same concepts, but you all persevered, and that's why you're here today. So it is on this day that you come to realize that you possess a set of professional abilities which will serve you well in your career ahead. However, it is my hope that as you practice your profession soundly, you will benefit from the broader set of outcomes associated with the university degree. I had the opportunity to enjoy a dinner last week where Haviva Melada Hoshek, was being honored for her role in shaping public policy to support universities and their collective missions. And she may not be a household name to a lot of us in this room, and I didn't know about her actually before that dinner, but she was very influential during the Chrétien government era in providing support for universities, in the being an advocate for higher education overall. So she spoke very eloquently about common university outcomes, including the application of the scientific method to life, to being able to critically assess data, whatever you prefer, and my own personal favorite, of being able to communicate in a commonly understood language, and also as able to craft a hypothesis and finding a reasonable way of testing it. These are all these sort of outcomes that are generally associated with a university degree that are not just prized by us as educators, but also by employers and by civic leaders. It is my sincere hope that your future decisions will be rooted in sound judgment, but that these decisions are also compassionate and respectful of others and the planet itself, and that you are civically engaged in your communities, and that you are prepared to challenge authority when your position is well-founded, because that day will no doubt arrive for each of you at some point. It is on this day, today, that you will set out towards your next goal in life. While this group of graduates around you may disperse throughout the region, the country, and the world to accomplish these goals, you will forever share the common bond of this experience with Nipissing University, and I hope that this bond will continue to serve you well. So before I end my comments, I'll take a sip of water, but just pause. I'd first like to thank the distinguished class representatives who just gave their talks. Clayton Bork, Tyler Slatz, Rajveer Fangare, and Erica Nimi for their thoughtful and encouraging words to you as you depart onto your next stage of life. Yeah, please applause for them. Thank you. I also want to specifically acknowledge and recognize two special people here today, Mr. Herman Chang and Miss Mallory Pepin. So Herman is the passion and the driving force behind this program. He lives and breathes Nipissing's one student at a time mantra by consistently and persistently striving to put students first in all situations. His enthusiasm and caring attitude are contagious, and he pushes us to be better educators and administrators. So thank you, Herman. And Mallory? Mallory is likely a very familiar name for most of you in your inbox, and is an exceptional asset to our program. Her keen attention to detail and willingness to lend an ear or a helping hand have no doubt had a lasting impact on your Nipissing experience. So thank you very much, Mallory. I would also like to thank and acknowledge and celebrate our educational partners who are here today from Sheridan, Fanshawe, and St. Clair colleges, who have been instrumental and critical in the development, implementation, and overall success of this program. So this is really, and please pause for them as well. So this is a day of celebration, and it is my hope that you will enjoy and bask in your success for the remainder of this day and onward. So ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remain standing for the departure of the platform party and instructors, followed by our new graduates.